Good morning, everyone. A good Erev Shabbos. We are continuing here in the laws of KASHRUS of Rabbi Yamin Forst, and he begins today a big idea in the world of Bishul Akum, of food that is cooked by a non-Jew. What if it's cooked in the house of a Jew? I understand that there's a problem and a concern that if a non-Jew invites me for a meal, if a non-Jew cooks the food and we eat in some kind of neutral place, maybe it's going to bring me the chasnas to wanting to marry into their family. But what if it's being done in my own house or under the umbrella of a Jewish place? So he writes, Bishul hayidei nachri bebeis haYisrael, food that is cooked by a goy in the house of a Jew. Yesh min harishonim shehitem asher bishul hanochri bebeis Yehudi. There are those rishonim, the earliest of commentaries, who hold that if a food was cooked by a non-Jew, but in the house of a Jew, there's no problem. It's mutter, you're allowed to eat it. Why? There's no real concern over here that you're going to end up marrying this non-Jew because you don't come to eat in their house. So apparently they understand that the real pressure to get involved in a relationship with a non-Jew is when you're in their house, when you're in their jurisdiction, when you see how much they're doing for you, they're cooking for you, they're opening up their door for you, they're making you comfortable over there, then you might be enamored by them and you end up, or you'll come to chasnas, you'll come to marry them, God forbid. But if the goy is coming into your house, what are they doing for you? They're just cooking the food. And therefore, it's not going to bring you to that same place. That's one opinion in the Rishonim. However, the majority of all halachic authorities, we do not agree with this opinion. And therefore the halachic rendering does not go accordingly. And therefore, if there would be a circumstance where a non-Jew ended up cooking food in the house of the Jew, even if the Jew was watching and he saw what was going on, so you could say that it didn't bother him, or he saw the food being cooked, so it's not really food that's cooked by a non-Jew, you are still not allowed to eat that food. Now this is all going to be, first of all, he's talking over if a regular non-Jew is in your house, I don't know, the worker man is in your house, someone's passing through, and they got hungry and they decided to eat something and they turned on the fires and they cooked the food, that's going to be usher for sure, say the poskim. The big shaila, the big question that we're going to have is what we're going to speak about next time, and that is shifcha ve'ozeres bayis. If you have a maid or a live-in maid, if there's going to be a difference in those two, you have a woman or a man that's constantly around the house, helping out in the house, cleaning the house, a maid servant, a butler, or the like, is that also going to render the food bishul akum, that you won't be able to eat it? Or are we going to see that perhaps there will be leniencies over there, that in certain cases, under certain circumstances, even if the non-Jew, but they're always in your house, is cooking the food, you'll still be able to eat it. Don't take any halachic rendering from this question that we're leaving off with. We must wait until next week, Be'ez Hashem, when we see how it plays itself out in halacha. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful Shabbos.